Welcome back, everyone. Cardiac arrest is the top cause of death among young athletes in the U.S. That's according to the National Institutes for Health. But Grade TV's national investigative team found a big problem. Not every school has an AED or an automated external defibrillator to help save lives. We do want to warn you that the story includes a video of a medical emergency that might be difficult to watch. National investigative reporter Rachel DePompa has her story.
A deputy racing down the track after 17-year-old senior Ansel Laureano crosses the finish line and collapses at practice.
You get the breast, I'll get the chest, okay?
Continue with compression. Press, press, press.
The AED already hooked up, about to deliver a second shock.
Come on, buddy!
The deputy performing CPR.
Yes, come on! Come on, Ansel. Come on!
Continue compression, please.
Actions that saved Ansel's life and countless others across the nation. Although these events are rare, sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death in student athletes. According to a study cited by the National Institutes of Health, the survival rate for high school student athletes with sudden cardiac arrest is 68%. If an automated external defibrillator is used, that survival rate jumps to 80%.
But not every school in the country has one of these, an AED. This quickly shocks the heart back into rhythm. And let me show you what we found. As of September, only 16 states in the District of Columbia have laws that require AEDs in every school, from elementary to high school.
Begin CPR.
It's just quite shocking to me that schools don't know about it, don't think about it, and most importantly, aren't prepared about it.
Despite Michigan not having a law at the time, Alex Bowerson's high school just happened to be prepared.
I don't know how many of these little farm town schools would actually have AEDs.
He was on a jog through the hallways, warming up for wrestling practice, when he started feeling a pain in his chest. 10 seconds later, he was on the ground. The nearby cheerleading coach jumped into action, performing CPR. After 2 minutes, he was blue.
Lost a pulse entirely. But by that time, she already had an AED on me.
Alex says the AED was at the end of its life cycle and only had 11% battery left. But that one shock brought him back to life.
It's incredible I survived, and it's honestly a blessing.
Shock delivered.
As soon as you can get your hands on the AED, you get it onto the patient and you deploy it, because that is the game changer.
Harold Mayfield's worked with the same ambulance authority for nearly 2 decades.
You don't need training to use this.
You do not. That's the beauty of this. You hit a button and it tells you exactly what to do. It's like Control-Alt-Delete, on your computer when nothing's working. That's what we're doing with the AED. It's Control-Alt-Delete, get it to restart, and hopefully it goes right back into its natural rhythm.
The American Heart Association says when it comes to cardiac arrest, time is brain function. Time means survival.
We know for every 1 minute that somebody does not have CPR performed or an AED used, their chances of survival go down by 10%.
Lawmakers in Congress have partnered with the AHA to introduce the Access to AEDs Act, which would require the Department of Health and Human Services to award grants to schools. As for Alex, he shared his story in Michigan, which as of April 2024 now requires AEDs in every school.
I'd love to see a world where every school has an AED within 3 minutes of anywhere.
The U.S. Department of Education says it does not have a grant program that specifically provides funds for medical equipment in schools, but it does have programs where schools have some discretion in how the funds are used. Well, changing gears, an Idaho judge has granted a change of venue request for accused killer Brian Kohberger. Kohberger is accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students back in 2022. Now, Leyte County District Judge sided with the defense's request, calling it the most difficult decision of his career. Kohberger's defense team argued that potential jurors from that county would most likely have biased views of their client due to the intense media interest and coverage in that case. Defense attorneys suggested moving the trial to about 300 miles away to Ada County. The judge has not confirmed where the trial will take place.